Hey, what's up guys, my name is Abdul Qadir and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we're gonna build the random password generator app using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So in this app we have a functionality to specify the password length, characters and can copy the generated password. I tried my best to keep it simple, so without wasting any time, let's jump into the VS Code editor. So first of all we have to create the index.html file. And we have to create the style.css for our styling purpose, and then we have the script.js to write our JavaScript code. So let me just create the boilerplate exclamation and hit enter. Give it a title random password generator. Now we have to link our style.css file and to link the script.js. So first we have to create a div and give it a class is equal to container, and inside this div we have to create the h1 heading for the random password generator. Then let me just open it with the live server. So create another div and give it a class is equal to password dash display and give it a id is equal to password display. Now create a button and give it a id is equal to generate dash ptn and text generate password. We have to create another button to copy, so give it a id is equal to copy dash ptn, and then we have a div which show our error messages. So go to the style.css, and so for the body we have a font family sans serif, margin 0, display flex, justify content dash center, line item center, minimum height 100, viewport, and background color 8585f8. Now for the color #3, let me just target the container class, background color white, and we have a padding 20 pixel and border radius 5 pixel. Then we have a box shadow 0, 2 pixel and 5 pixel RGBA. Then we have a maximum width 500 pixels, text line center, it will center our text, and let me just target the h1, font size 24 pixel, margin bottom 10 pixel. Now target the password display class. So let me just randomly type the password, font size 18 pixel and padding 10 pixel, border 1 pixel solid std, margin bottom 15 pixel. Now target the button and hashtag but generate dash btn, and let me just target the button as well, padding 10 pixel, 20 pixel, top left bottom right, and then we have a border none and a border radius 3 pixel, cursor pointer, and give it a margin 5 pixel. For the generate btn, give it a background color and text color white. Then we have the copy button, hashtag copy dash btn, background color 260c0e7, color white, and button hover opacity 0.8, right? Now we have the error message, please select at least one character. So let me just give the error message color red, font weight bold, and margin top 10 pixel. Now we have to get another div and give it a class is equal to settings, label for length. So we will specify our length of password, input type is equal to range, and give it a id is equal to length, minimum length is 8 and maximum 32, and give it a value 16, span 16, and give it a id is equal to length dash value. So right now we are giving the values hard coded, and we will adjust it dynamically through JavaScript. Now for the settings, we have a label, margin bottom 5 pixel, display flex, and align item centers. Now for the input length, width 100% and length value, margin dash left 5 pixel. Now for the selection of the character, we have to create a checkbox container and give it input type is equal to checkbox, ID uppercase and marked as checked, and class equal to check mark, and label for uppercase. Similarly, we have to target this dot settings input and type is equal to checkbox, give it a margin right 5 pixel, appearance none, and remove the default checkbox appearance, then give it a width 16 pixel and give it a height 16 pixel as well, border 2 pixel solid, and colors as CCC, border radius 3 pixel. Then we have to target the checked background for CF F50 border color, and let me just check it. So now we have to target the container, display flex, align item centers. Now for the check mark, position absolute and top 0, left 0, height 16 pixel, width 16 pixel, border 2 pixel solid, hash 85F8 and border radius 3 pixel. Now for the we have specified the uppercase. Now let me just copy this and paste it here for the lowercase. Then we have to copy this as well for the numbers and uncheck this, and we have to give it ID symbols as well. So now our front end is almost ready, and now we have to work in JavaScript. So front end is now ready. Now we have to make it dynamically. Right now this is all hard coded, and let me just open the script.js file and write some comments. First we have to select the DOM element, then we have the function generator, random character, then we have function for generating the password and event listeners. So first of all, we have to target this ID password display and const password display document.get element by ID. Similarly for the generate btn and copy btn and error message, password display, then we have the generate btn, and then we will get the copy btn ID and paste it here, and then we have the error message. Now for the event listener, generate btn.add event listener, click, and we have to the arrow function, const password is equal to generate password. So when we click on this button, it will call the generate password function, and if it is their password, we have to display the password text content and we have to display the password. So this function will call when we click on this password, and let me just copy the error message, and error message dot text content is equal to empty, because if there is password we have to remove the error message, right? And let me just remove the hard-coded password. So just for now we have to comment this generate password and write this so that we will check our script.js is connected successfully. Now we have to adjust the length and generate the password tar. So let me just we have to let me just write the command generate password on button click, and now we have to write the function for copy password to clipboard on button click, right? So we have this copy btn. So copy btn dot add event listener, we have to add the event listener on that. So when we click on this button, our password is copied. So we have the arrow function here, password display. Oh yes, we get it from password display navigator dot clipboard dot write text password display dot text content to their arrow function. We have given alert password copied to clipboard. Otherwise, we have to display the dot catch. If there is any error, then we have to show the message that password. If there is any error, we have to show that alert as well, failed to copy password, right? And let me just click the copy, and when we click on this copy, it will password copied to clipboard, right? And we paste it here, the password is copied. Now for update the length value on slider, so when we change the slider length, it will adjust accordingly. We have to target the length, so document.get element by id length, and we have to add the event listener on input, and then we have the arrow function. We have length value span, right? So we have to update the span as well. So document.get element by id length dash value. Text content is equal to document.get element by id length dot value. So it will get the value, and now you can see this span is updated, right? Now when we click on the generate button, it will generate the password, which is the hard coded, right? And we have the copy function as well. Now this is the hard coded password. Now we have to call the function generate password to generate our password dynamically according to our requirement. So generate password, we have to write the function generate password, and this function will return the password. So first it will create a variable let password is equal to 123, and when we click on this, you see it will call this event listener and call the generate password function, which is this one, and there is a password 123, right? And so now we can first get the length, document.get element by id length dot value. So the length of the password, we will get it from there and store it in the length. Now similarly for the include uppercase, which is this id uppercase, document.get element dot uppercase. Then similarly for the lowercase, numbers and character, right? So let me just type the const include numbers, include symbols, right? And for the lowercase, id is lowercase, and for the numbers we have the id for numbers, and then for the symbols we have the id for symbols. So these are the checkboxes, and so now we have to create a character pool, which character pool is said if there is include uppercase, so character pool will be uppercase. So character pool is A to Z character, which is the character pool plus, and if it is lowercase, include lowercase, and similarly include numbers, include symbols. For the lowercase we have the lower text, and for the include numbers we have numbers, and for the symbols we have these symbols, right? So let me just, if there is not character pool, so if user didn't select any uppercase or lowercase or number symbols, so it will show the message please select at least one character type, right? Previously it was hard coded, so let me just remove this password, click on generate. Why it is not working? For the reason I have uppercase dot check, because these are the checkboxes and I have mistakenly write dot value. Sorry for that. We have to write checked and it will work now. Now we need to create a for each loop, and let I is equal to 0, or just for the clarity I just write a simple for loop, let I is equal to 0, it will run less than length and increment it. Now password character pool and math.flow and math.random array character pool dot length. So this will be our formula, and now we have generate password, please select at least one character type, and when we click on this it will call this generate btn, and this event is going to call this function generate password, and it will get the length value and check the lowercase, uppercase, and if it will not get find the any character pool, it will show the error. Now if we select the uppercase, it will create the password accordingly. So I hope you like this video and you learned a lot. I tried my best to keep it simple and make it shorter. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.